everybody thought that India will move closer to Israel and West Asia, rather the Islamic countries are going to get ignored by a BJP, a Hindu nationalist government, as they used to say, term Modi. How has India's outreach towards these countries, or Modi's outreach, personal outreach towards these countries, how has that changed the dynamics of India's engagement with West Asia?
So, I think I just want to add a
caveat.
Story. No, a story, because you were mentioning, you were asking me about Munich, and you were talking about now the recent visit, and I could, in my mind, I could see the new temple and the cultural diplomacy element. Come into
in Abu Dhabi.
Even Qatar, in getting Qatar, back the Indian Navy personnel.
So I was just going through that, but just to answer. Interestingly, this Munich Security Conference was happening just after the inauguration of the
Ram's temple.
No, Ram Mandir in Ayodhya. Please understand, that's a big
sure.
Right? That is the biggie.
Yes.
It's huge.
Even
it's huge.
At the Munich?
That's what I'm coming back. So one, it was happening after the
Pran
Pratishtha in Ayodhya.
Yes.
And it was happening after the launch of the BAPS
Swaminarayan Temple in
Abu Dhabi. So this was happening after that. It played in people's mind. So please understand, that was also
really?
That was also a conversation starter in many meetings that I had. In as we were either standing in a coffee corner or going for a stroll to do terrible things that we should not be doing. So it was a conversation that was frequent. So if I would have met 10 people, I would have had that conversation 5 times. So it was half the conversations I had always had an element of it. And interestingly, I have a feeling that it has a far bigger international impact than we give it credit for. And it has it has proliferated to the foreign policy crowd, tells you that there is a certain dynamic that has evolved because of it.
So what were they asking? Are they nervous that this has happened? Or
No. In fact, I found it, I don't know, I think they get it.
Okay.
Look, they get the importance of these symbols. The people of the book, people who have grown up with their Bibles and
the Old and New Testament.
The Old and New Testament, and of course then the holy book of the Muslims. You look at the three people of the book, the 3 large communities. They get this. They get the importance of these things. They understand कि इसमें एक बहुत important identity का question है. एक maturation का question है. In many of them, they saw that fine, now, it's there. So that is a big step that had to be taken, and it has been taken. I did not find, to my surprise, by the way, because some of these folks, especially your media brethren in Germany, are, they are poor man's or poor humans guardian in New York Times. It's like उनके छोटे twins को डाल दो, वो German media में हैं. Same.
उनका भी ससुराल है ना, इसलिए. Germany.
Anyways, so moving on. so I to my surprise, I did not see, oh my God, what happened? This, no.
Yeah.
I was saying, we saw. That was very significant. Very interesting. It was great celebration. The whole country seemed to be participating. It was like they are getting to terms that this was a...
So they didn't subscribe to what the way certain Western media outlets...
But I have really not seen too much of a negative coverage, even in Western media, by the way, even in the same usual suspects. Ek aad articles aaye, but they have moved on too. So, but I'm just telling you that there is a underlying impact of this cultural expression, both in Ayodhya and thereafter, of course, the cultural diplomacy in Abu Dhabi. And we should not underestimate its influence in foreign policy.
Click here to watch the full episode.